DSPy's modular architecture enables streaming predictions through its predict_stream method, which facilitates real-time or incremental output handling by yielding partial results as they become available. This approach is particularly useful for applications requiring low-latency responses or progressive rendering of model outputs. In the upcoming code demonstration, you will observe how a loaded DSPy model is configured to stream responses, with each output chunk being processed iteratively. The setup involves invoking the predict_stream method on a pre-initialized model and iterating over the generated outputs, showcasing the framework's capability to handle dynamic, incremental data flows. Stream response equals model. Predict stream. What kind of bear is best? For output in stream response, print output. This code demonstrates streaming predictions with a DSPy model, enabling real-time or incremental output handling. The predict_stream method is used instead of the standard predict method, which returns an iterable that yields partial outputs as they become available. This approach is particularly useful for applications requiring immediate feedback or processing large outputs incrementally, such as chat interfaces or progress indicators. The streaming mechanism works by breaking down the model's response into chunks, each containing metadata like the predict name and signature field name to identify the source and field of the output. This design allows for fine-grained control over how outputs are processed, though it requires the client to handle the iteration and assembly of chunks. The trade-off here is between responsiveness and complexity, as streaming introduces additional logic for managing partial outputs compared to the simplicity of waiting for a complete response. This pattern is ideal for user-facing applications where latency and interactivity are critical. Let's break it down line by line. Stream response equals model. Predict stream. What kind of bear is best? Calls the predict_stream method on the model object with the string argument, what kind of bear is best, and assigns the returned streaming response to the variable stream response. This initiates a streaming prediction where the model generates output incrementally rather than all at once. For output in stream response, iterates through each output in the stream response iterable, processing one item at a time in sequence. The loop variable output takes the value of each successive element from stream response during each iteration. Print output prints the value of the variable output to the standard output stream. DSPy's streaming prediction pattern leverages the predict_stream method to enable real-time output handling, breaking responses into incremental chunks that are processed iteratively. The three-line implementation demonstrates this modular design. First initiating the stream with the input prompt, then iterating through each partial output, and finally handling each chunk, here simply printing it. This approach trades the simplicity of waiting for a complete response for the responsiveness needed in interactive applications, requiring client-side logic to manage the stream chunks. The pattern is particularly effective for user-facing scenarios where low-latency feedback is critical, such as chat interfaces or progress indicators, while maintaining fine-grained control over output processing through metadata like predict name and signature field name.
The stream slices reasoning into chunks, but the comma sprints ahead of its own shadow.